Amazon created this free guide on how to prepare for an interview for them, but it applies to every company. First, prepare for behavioral interview questions. These are the tell me about a time type of questions. Tell me about a time you used data to solve a problem. Tell me about a time you dealt with a difficult person. Tell me about a time you handled a problem or saved a project. And make sure you format them in the STAR method. Basically, you need to tell a story, don't just list facts. And when you tell that story, make sure you provide details. Don't gloss over things. Remember that the recruiter wasn't there. You need to fill them in on how it happened. And when you tell those stories, don't say we did this, say I did this. Remember, you are selling yourself. This is about you being able to do the job that you're interviewing for. And then don't shy away from failures. In fact, if you talk about a failure and how you fixed it, that actually puts you in a better light as opposed to, I never dealt with any failure or I never had any problems. Next, know why you want to work at that company. It's not enough. Don't just say, I just want a job. Look at their mission and see how that aligns with your mission. Ask for clarification. So, to me, you don't have to wait until the end of the interview to ask questions. Ask questions during the interview. That'll make it more like a conversation. If you don't ask any questions, it'll feel like, is this person really interested? Were they even paying attention? Brush up on writing skills. So I wouldn't spend too much time actually doing this, but have in your interview process, you should have some pieces of work that are examples, whether it's writing skills or project plans or whatever type of role you're interviewing for. Just be mentally prepared. Most companies have multiple, phones interviews, a phone screen. This is just how it is these days. So go into it with that mindset that it's going to take at least 3 interviews probably. Study the leadership principles. This is for Amazon, but for any company, you want to look at their principles for leadership. And then this goes into the next one. Study that company's culture. All companies have that about page. Look at their mission, look at their culture, their values, their principles. Just be aware of them. And ideally, you might reference them during the interview as to why you want to work there, or when you're explaining some sort of story, you might tie it into how that overlaps with the company's culture or principles. If you want to read through this entire article, you can just Google this and it'll come up.